A U.S. appeals court rules today the Little Sisters of the Poor must comply with the government's HHS mandate. It forces religious ministries to violate their faith or pay massive IRS penalties. Mother Provincial of the Little Sisters of the Poor, Sister Lorraine Marie McGuire, says, "We simply cannot choose between our care for the elderly poor and our faith. We should not have to make that choice." She says the Little Sisters have been serving the neediest in society with love and dignity for 175 years. All they ask is to continue their religious vocation free from government intrusion. Adele Keim is with us from the Becket Fund for Religious Liberty, representing the Little Sisters of the Poor as well as EWTN. So Adele, the Little Sisters won a reprieve a couple of years back from this mandate pending their appeal. What happened today, and does that change?
Well, the Supreme Court said 2 years ago that the government had to hit pause on the HHS mandate while the 10th Circuit considered the Little Sisters' case. Today, the 10th Circuit ruled on that case and said they have to comply with the mandate.
So the judges in this appeals court say that the law, with the accommodation that has been made, they call it an exemption, doesn't burden the exercise of religion, does it?
It does. Brian, the 10th Circuit got it wrong on religious liberty, and it was just wrong about the mandate. It got it wrong on religious liberty because it told the nuns what to believe. Look, if there's a debate about what the Catholic faith requires, and the Little Sisters are on one side and federal judges on the others, my money is with the sisters every time.
You and many of the rest of us. So these IRS fines could cripple the Little Sisters financially. What do they do now? Are they going to be forced to close some of those beautiful homes that they operate?
The Little Sisters are committed to the people they serve. They're committed to keeping their homes open, whatever it takes. But they're also committed to fighting the mandate. So they're taking some time to pray, to reflect, to think about this, and to move forward.
People may not know, but they still beg to feed some of their residents. They call it that. They go out in a van and they go around to various vendors and ask for donations. Moving forward, how might this ruling affect not only the Little Sisters, but other faith-based organizations, including EWTN, which has a suit against the mandate?
Well, the fight's not over. Many observers expect the Supreme Court to take one of these cases and decide it by sometime next year. So you can expect to hear more about the mandate, and I know the Little Sisters are not going to remain silent.
Do you have any opinion on how the Supreme Court might look at this in light of the ruling of the appeals court today?
Well, we know that the Supreme Court has rebuked the government 6 times in a row over this outrageous HHS mandate, including as recently as just about 10 days ago in the case involving the Catholic Charities of Pennsylvania. So I think the Supreme Court is going to be taking a very close look at what the government's doing, and I'm hopeful that the Little Sisters will come out vindicated.
And we will be closely watching that decision. Adele Keim with the Becket Fund for Religious Liberty. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian.